Hi kindergarten scholars, let's start with the date. So the new number on our calendar is 12. So we're gonna say 12th. And if we sing our calendar song, the days of the week song, in our head, we'll be able to figure out what day of the week it is. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday. So today is Tuesday and we know the month is May. So if we put it all together, today's date is Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. Today's date is Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. Scholars, yesterday we got to learn all about penguins. So today we're going to start organizing our information that we learned. So first we need to look through our story and find out what penguins are. So if we start at the beginning of our story, we learned that they cannot fly and they spend most of their lives in water. So we should write that they are birds that live in water, right? So let's start by writing birds. B, b, B says b, b, R says b, d, d, D says d, bird, birds live, l, I says live, B says live in, I, in, N says in water, W says O says T says R says Birds live in water. And now we need to look through our story and find out what they can do. So oh yeah, penguins can swim, right? Because they spend most of their lives in the water. And they can swim fast, because remember they can swim up to 15 miles an hour. So they can swim fast. Swim. S says W says I says swim, M says swim fast. F says A says S says T says swim fast. And now we need to look through our story and see, what do penguins have? Oh yeah, show different parts. So they have a lot of different things. They have big eyes. They have layers of feathers. They have blubber, remember, which is that fat that keeps them warm. And they have webbed toes. So we could write any of those things. So this is where you have a choice. So you could write they have big eyes. You could write they have lots of feathers. Or you could write that they have webbed feet. I think I want to write about their webbed feet because I think that's pretty cool. So I'm going to write webbed feet. So webbed, W says E says B says b, webbed, D says d, webbed feet. F says E says eat, feet, webbed feet. And now we need to find where it tells us what they eat. Oh, yeah, they eat fish. Fish. F says I says ish. Ooh, that's a tricky one. That's a digraph. So it's two letters that make one sound. So the digraph that says sh is an SH. SH says sh. And then, where do they live? I think that was like the beginning. Oh yeah. They live all over the place. So this might be tricky because they live in lots of different places. So they live, let's write on the bottom half of Earth. So bottom half of the world. Or we can do better than that. We can use some fancy vocabulary words that we can use. So we can say they live south, which means down, of the equator, which is this fancy line. Remember that cuts the top half from the bottom half? So we can say they live south of the equator. So we'll write south. S says ow. I'm not sure of that sound, but I think I'm gonna write O. Ow. That's a digraph again. Two letters that make one sound. TH says south. And I'm gonna copy the word equator because it's a fancy word. It's a vocabulary word. E, Q, U, A, T, O, R. South, and I missed a word, south of. So I'm gonna write of, just so I remember. And then we need to write something they like to do. And I remember that they like to play, like the other animals we've learned about, but they can do things that polar bears and cheetahs can't. So they can hop and sing and sled and even surf. So right now I'm gonna give you a choice, and you can write that they like to hop, you could write that they like to sing, you could write that they like to sled, or that they like to surf. That's your choice, just like the thing that they have. I want to write that they can sled, because that's pretty cool that they can sled. Because I can go sledding too, so that's something we have in common. Sled. S says O, L says O, S, O, E says S, O, D, D says D. Sled. So now we've finished our graphic organizer. So we know that birds live in the water. They can swim fast. Well, penguins can swim fast. They have webbed feet. They eat fish. They live south of the equator. And they like to sled. So tomorrow we're going to put that into sentences to write our all about story to teach other people what we learned about penguins. Let's pick a cheer before we go. Let's do, what's one we haven't done in a while? Let's do fireworks. Fireworks up. 1, 2, pew, pew, ah. Bye.